Hey everybody, it's Dan Wolf here. Welcome back to the channel. I can't help myself. I'm taking that from Drew. That is my official intro. But no, guys, we are here on Mars with the Terra Nova crew. I am here. I have built for them, and that's kind of what I want to ask you guys. SilverFox, P-Blade, Bold, Basic. That's who I have with me today. But what caused this SDAN mischief? Like, what happened? Did you guys just say, hey, did somebody want to take a weekend off, or what kind of led to this? Like, you guys asking me.
I think the easiest yes, torture, of course, but I think the easy answer was that we had to sort of jive and flow with the Africa DLC that came out, because obviously all you wonderful creators have your own stuff to build and release, and our schedule was getting a little bit wonky, because obviously with this project it's sort of like it's in addition to what everyone's channel is doing themselves. So I think it was actually Bold that came up with the idea, like, why not, after a certain amount of episodes, get like a special guest, just like a one-time builder. And it's no secret, SDAN, I had initially asked you to be part of the Terra Nova team, and you had just politely said, you're too busy for the moment to commit to multiple episodes. But I believe you had said, if there was a chance in the future to do it, you'd be glad to, which is sort of what I jumped on, and hopefully I didn't pressure you too much, but that's sort of how it all came to be. But I think it was Bold that had specifically said, like, let's do a special guest this week.
Well, it ended up working out perfect, and I think probably what it was is Bold had caught one of my live streams and instantly thought, okay, we got to do this. We got to get him in. No, I was thinking this just ended up perfect timing. Like, it was so weird because you caught me like in a transitional period where I was almost about to quit Planet Zoo completely, but Bold kind of talked me out of quitting, and it all just weirdly lined up. And that's what I was saying on my live stream a couple nights ago with this build. It's like, it was weird. It's like when you asked me to do this, I thought to myself, I just got rushed with inspiration, like out of nowhere. And I remember asking you, I'm like, okay, this is awesome, dude, but can I do it now? Like, I'm really, really, like, all of a sudden I'm rushed with inspiration. I want to make this happen now, or does somebody else have it? And I think if you would have said, well, BasicBuilder's got it, then PoisonBlade, but here in about 3 weeks, if you're ready, you can have a turn. I don't think it would have turned out like this. Like, I don't even know. It's weird the way my brain works. It lined up perfect to do this, and especially when this whole thing started, when SilverFox sent me a screenshot of like a desert path biome oasis type screenshot. And as soon as I saw the different levelings of the path and just the stairways and all of it, like how the foliage butted up against the path so tightly, I just instantly just wanted to run with it. And luckily you guys said, well, no, it's like, if you want to do it now, Bold's finishing up on something, we're going to premiere her episode, and then she'll send you the file and you can get started. And yeah, that's where we ended up. The timing was creepy perfect. But
I I'm glad it worked out, because I remember saying to Silver, like, we should see if we can get Estan to build, but then we were both so worried because you were in like a Planet Zoo funk, and I was like, well, what do we do? Maybe we'll do it.
You know, and you caught me in the meerkat dilemma too. Like, I was still kind of waiting around to see if I was going to get one of those damn meerkats, and I was really in my feelings. I was crying to Bold for like an hour, and yeah, and Bold was like, dude, don't quit, like that, you know, just at least finish some stuff up before you quit. But I just really, like, you guys probably single-handedly, like, reinforced me getting back in Planet Zoo. And even BasicBuilder was like, dude, like, you know, there's a lot of people that watch your videos and like the videos, and to just ghost them, you know, BasicBuilder's like, you gotta do what's best for you, but if you're thinking about the people that enjoy the content and look for you every week, just think it over or sleep on this. And I finally got to the point where I was like, let me not take this so personal. I've got a lot of ideas left. I don't want to immediately kill the game. Getting down on an analytical level, views for other games suck. I mean, you know, let's just be real. I am a Planet Zoo YouTuber through and through. And this just re-sparked me. I left the meerkat stuff behind, and I'm like, let's just get to work. And I absolutely did. Like, I spent hours between Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, I knocked the base build of this out pretty quick because I was so, like, enveloped in it and enthused with helping and doing this. I couldn't stop. This was one of my longest Planet Zoo sessions I've probably had in 7 months. Like, I haven't went this hard since Drew and I started Beyond Wolf Nature Preserve. And remember, we were all giddy about that, and we, like Drew, like, we didn't want to pass it back and forth to each other because we were rolling so good and so much inspiration. And that's what I was like with this, and I couldn't stop. You guys, like, saved me when it came to sticking with Planet Zoo. So I really, really want to say thank you guys for even thinking of me and letting me jump in on this, because I was just in a real, like, mentally over Planet Zoo, and you guys, like, stuck out this, you know, unbeknownst to you, like, this olive branch to let me get back in the game with something brand new, and just let me run with it for a week. So really, really big props to you guys for letting me come in and do this, for sure.
I didn't realize Basic gave such great pep talks. Basic, well done.
Yeah.
I love that Basic was like, you just do what's right for you. And I was like, listen, I need your Planet Zoo content, so you can't stop. I need it.
Bold's like, dude, suck it up. Dude, you can't stop now. Like, look how many things would be left out there. So yeah, Bold was like the kick in the pants, and Basic was like the reassuring, you don't quit, but quit if you need to, but don't quit. But this
over here like, listen, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're not quitting.
This was fun, man. You guys have an awesome project going on here. I kind of threw you in a little bit of, like, weird alien, like, lore kind of here. I didn't know how hardcore you guys would want to go, like, on crash landing alien stuff. So I kind of did a little subtle, you know, kind of weird temple find back here. But just kind of looking through all of your all's builds, this is freaking cool. You guys, I'm really impressed with the believability of the landscaping you all did, and these giant towers behind us, and some of the landing zones, and the little worker drones you all have built. This is freaking awesome. That's like Bold was saying, man. This Terra Nova is criminally underappreciated right now. I'm really hoping we can get some more eyes on this, and maybe if you guys have any more weird ideas come up that you think could use like an SDAN touch, hit me up. Like I said, I know I couldn't get involved like with the week-to-week process, but little one-offs like this are totally right up my alley. I thrive with little builds like this where I can kind of do it, bounce, help you guys, and then just kind of let you take it back over. So this was pretty cool, especially this waterfall, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm kind of jealous that this waterfall is Terra Nova's and I can't take it with me, because this would 100% be somewhere. This would be in Sienna, this would be in Lost Creek, but this was fun. Soon as TheSilverFox gave me the thumbs up to do waterfall, because I didn't know if you all would be like Drew and it would like offend you or something if I would start a bunch of waterfalls, but TheSilverFox sent me one message and said, by the way, we do not care about waterfalls. Go hard if you have to. And I was like, say no more. That was weird.
The thing that strikes me from what you just said, Stan, was that if you're something about like small builds, like as you can clearly see, like what I'm looking at in front of me is not by any means a small build. What build last week, which you're attaching yourself onto, the Nova Gen, is not a small build. What Basic had built with the Astro J Cosmodrome, I believe it's called, not a small build. I think that's like 17,000 pieces. And clearly what you can see that P-Blade built just in the middle of everything was like our most monstrous, like it was our like most...
Why are you going to call it a monstrosity?
I was going to call it like
I will move my ass off to Canada.
Gargantuan? I'm not sure the word. But the thing though with Terra Nova is that it seemed to go bigger from week to week. So I really I not only appreciate you building in Terra Nova, which I'm so happy that you are, but like that you consider this like small and not a problem because it seems to just get bigger. And I guess this might be a little bit of a teaser, but PoisonBlade is only half done his like city building.
You're kidding.
1/3. That entire circle is going to be filled out. That's why you weren't allowed to touch the circle.
I come right up to the edge of it. Right up to the edge.
Just give
So
it
I
a
can
little
only
kiss.
slap one cheek.
Yes. Oh, promise? Guys, our little time lapse is done, so we actually have them in the real-time Terra Nova. So we will kind of meander our way over, and I will let you guys see how BasicBuilder has attached us to the NovaGen laboratory and museum. Did that not transition awesomely to that?
Awesome.
Look at that roof line.
I just love that he stayed square with it, because NovaGen is like very angular and square.
Yeah, not
purpose.
not domish. Yeah, not domish at all.
Well, even the sidewalls, however, they're actually slanted in. So I literally copied the walls off of NovaGen.
NovaGen to me kind of strikes like an arrogant tone almost, like where the whole other, side of the colony is, they went with the domes and, these really spherical shapes, and NovaGen's like, man, fuck your domes. We're going, we're going rectangular here. It's like a really what's the word? Kind of, yeah, just I guess for a lack of a better word, like an arrogant type of aura that I get from NovaGen. And you guys were even talking about in Bold's episode how we're not quite too sure if NovaGen is nefarious, or they're like not nefarious, but they're not trying not to be nefarious. There's a real mystery to me about this whole NovaGen situation.
They very much have Sith decor, so long as Disney doesn't sue us for saying that.
Yes. Hopefully we'll be all right.
The beautiful thing. Sorry, P-Blade, what were we gonna say?
Oh, I just wanted to build a dumpster in the back with like a body bag and maybe 100 bodies, you know.
But they're
Just
like,
that.
there's not many people in Terra Nova right now. So when certain people start missing, people are gonna notice. Like, where's Greg? Like, where's Greg? Yeah, you know him. Like, where is he? Did he wander off?
Hate Greg.
So yeah, this like I said in the time lapse, this was started by a SilverFox. Just a little like a piece of concept art, just a little picture. And what I was thinking when running with that piece of concept art was, think of a place on Terra Nova, like, or maybe even like the engineers and the scientists and stuff inside Novagen, like a relaxing walk through, blow off steam, just, you know, type of oasis area with the waterfalls and the foliage and all the benches. Yeah, just like a place where they could come and unwind and relax and take in some plant life. And you know, that's another thing too. I was kind of worried if I didn't know if you guys were gonna bust me on not really having a big animal presence. Really, other than the little foxes, I kind of designed this as a more foliage biome than kind of bringing in mammals, or, you know, this was definitely more like a vegetation type build, over than seeing how many like animals I could introduce into Terra Nova. So I hope you guys were okay that I did not take a big run at the camels or anything like that. I just kind of went with a little Finnick fox exhibit. I actually don't have the foxes in here because I didn't know if I should run the path over P-Blade's white area. Like, I didn't know if he would like murder us and you all. So I'm kind of gonna leave it up to you guys where, if you want to run that path. Technically, BasicBuilder has connected the pathway right here, so it kind of goes down in there. And if you look, I've blocked it off to the public just via the rock work, but the keeper's little entrance is right here behind this door. So if you guys wanted to really, you know, get the foxes in here, see, I've got some little statues of them out here. If you wanted to get them in here, I think they're a perfect little companion species for this kind of, you know, this little desert biome we have going on, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, we had discussed as a team, you know, what Terra Nova is going to look like, because of course, you know, there's you know, building elements, there's the story elements, and of course, you know, we're still obviously building in Planet Zoo. So we wanted to keep things, you know, animal-esque, and as I told you, like go crazy with the desert oasis vibe, which you clearly have done, and there's a beautiful backstage that we're looking at now.
Yeah, and I got this actually came from the workshop. As a matter of fact, let's give a proper shout out. Let me find this little guy. This originally, believe it or not, made an appearance in Pine Creek. I think Drew found this for me when I was asking him about backstage areas. You know what? I took this from Pine Creek because this is actually a huge water build, but we'll make sure to link the creator in the workshop in the description below. But didn't that just work out perfect as like a little, like, you know, pump station for this massive waterfall?
Yeah, like it plays to the story. It's like it's artificial, but it's not. But like the vegetation is real. But like how are they getting water there? Well, clearly there's some design elements of like a backstage and like a private sector sort of blowing like millions and potentially billions of dollars to make this like beautiful sort of, as you said, like relaxation zen zone for all of their, you know, employees, whether they're evil or not, I guess is remains to be seen. But like a gorgeous, like I love like Terra Nova has a couple different themes to it. You know, of course, Mars and space and all that stuff. You know, but one of the big things is, I'll get to the other in a second, but one of the big things that all the creators have really stuck with, and you as well, Estan, was like story. You're building a story into your build, which I really appreciate.
Yes, that's kind of, and one of the things that struck me when you were kind of giving me the rundown and the explanation is go at this with a sci-fi futuristic in mind, and that I think really helped me, even down to some of the lighting. You'll notice I used a lot of, you would think this is harsh white lighting, but if we're going with the kind of like with the sci-fi futuristic vibe, these little guys right here, the New World lamppost, just really like hits home that way out into the future vibe, And I'm so thankful for those type of pieces, and that, that type of lighting that really helps kind of push that futuristic story along. That, this biome was engineered on Mars way in the future, billions and billions, trillions of dollars. But this is right up my alley, these story-driven type of builds. And like I said, I was really, really excited when you guys asked me. It kind of like it took me out of left field, because I was pretty steeped in Lost Creek right now. Suyana's going through a massive reboot, and I'm just, this is exactly what I wanted to. This is exactly what I needed to happen as far as like getting me back in Planet Zoo. And like I said, I'm just so thankful again that you guys let me come in and mess with this. But hope maybe it won't be the last. Maybe you guys can come up with some kind of other area. I was even thinking if you guys ever wanted like a Pacific Northwest, Alberta, Washington State, if you even wanted me to eventually come in and do a rustic, like a mountainous, like pine tree, if you ever wanted me to come in and do a biome like that, I'd totally be up for it. So definitely keep me on your spotlight creator list, and maybe we can come in the future and see what we can make happen.
Can I just say yes right now?
Yeah, we could make that happen. The only thing is, though, if we do that, it's probably going to call for pretty tall waterfalls. So bold and basic would have to probably incorporate a dome. I would say that would probably require a dome. Look at this. This is freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, that's PoisonBlade.
The lights. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Don't go too far. I don't think Keyblade knows I broke his dome.
Uh-oh.
What? I see
Dome
it.
broke.
What did you do?
I put the research station on the back of it.
If you guys don't hear from both on this call,
That is pretty freaking awesome, though.
better to her horse show.
You gotta admit that. Look at that satellite. Dang, I should have stolen some of your guys' satellites and put over here. I still can't believe my truck is gone. Now, why were you guys giving LionRider so much shit about this transporter? LionRider's boxy transport.
Could you delete it?
He even told me, he's like, dude, if you don't, you could totally do us a new transport ship. He's like, don't.
No, that thing has to stay.
He's like, don't even look at mine. And I'm like,
stupid.
dude, that's we can't get rid of that.
I
was gonna build a tiny model of it for the museum, but then I didn't have time.
Yes, then delete it. Delete it.
There
There's
was
your little elephants.
plan afoot that we would actually take LionRider's transport box and sort of like Lego it into the side of NovaGen, because it has like that same like boxy, dark vibe to it.
Hey, that's true.
And sort of like Lego connect it with the NovaGen building, as if like it was meant to sort of eventually connect to be some sort of like hub center thing. We haven't done it yet, but that's sort of
Why do we want to save the box?
This is
It's so ugly.
This is the little drone where Bold said we do not want to know how much time it took her to get up in there and get the steam out of there. Bold said it was embedded in his little drone butt. Look at this little guy.
Yeah, that was
easy.
easy. Yeah.
Nice.
Doctor.
Nice. Kind of was like a little transport drone. This is probably what's going to be delivering our Amazon before long.
Or crowbar bots.
The other thing, Estan, that I just quickly wanted to touch on for everyone listening and for all you guys on the channel as well is just, you know, what Terra Nova, to me, at least, you know, a big part of what it's about is like teamwork and camaraderie. And it's not just Terra Nova, it's really sort of just, you know, Estan, like your and Drew's community, because a lot of us are really coming from there and sort of coming together from there. And just like in your build today, for example, what we're seeing, which is absolutely beautiful, like you handed it to Basic to get you like covered on the roof. And then like he did it, you know, he did it back for you. I know PoisonBlade and Bolt have done excellent jobs in Suyana for you. I know Basic's gonna go in there eventually as well. So like it's there's a lot of like teamwork and camaraderie in Planet Zoo, but also more specifically like in this community as well. So a big props to you and to Drew for sort of, you know, getting us all together in sort of maybe a weird indirect way, where it's a lot of like, you know, like you take credit for this or you help me with that or whatever the case may be, which I find probably that maybe the most appealing thing about not even working on Terra Nova, just sort of being entrenched now to some degree in this community where it's like, you know, someone's always around to help you out and someone's very willing to, whether it's like you know, for this week to, you know, to special guest build for us, you know, Basic with the gorgeous roof structure that he did and not only did, but attached to, you know, Bolt building. And just sort of like the circle of teamwork that sort of has been very much now entrenched in, you know, your community and the Planet Zoo community, I'd like to think as a whole. So kudos to all of you guys.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. And I think that's what goes back to when we were talking about like leaving Planet Zoo. It's like you're not just leaving Planet Zoo. Like, as you know, I don't want to sound like cliche or mushy, but you're leaving friends and people. Like when you're so entrenched like we are, you don't just pack up and leave. Like you don't do that to your people, you know? And that's kind of where I was really thinking like, man, that could have been a dick move. Like, you know, this could have been whatever happened to Esdan. Remember him? Yeah, he just quit one day. And I think that level of community, it's kind of like we're like a club here, you know, and we like none of us have like very few of us have ever met in real life, but we spend more time with each other than we do with like a lot of our real life friends and people, you know. And a lot of us, I think, we're closer with each other than we are within, you know, real life people. So it's like you said, nobody is ever more than a DM away, like even about anything, like about life stuff, anything. Like I said, I was messaging Bold and Basic and Savannah and Drew, just talking about, you know, I'm thinking about backing out. Like I'm taking this Frontier stuff really, really personal. I don't feel like being here anymore. I feel like I'm an outcast. I feel like a jackass for promoting this game so much and kind of being left on the fringes, so to speak. And it's projects like this and people like you guys that make it bigger than just a relationship with a game developer. It's morphed into, you know, something more important than that. Like, you know, you know, you guys are just like a part of my life now. Like when I see you pop into live streams and stuff, I look forward to seeing Bold and SilverFox pop in and BasicBuilder and sometimes even PoisonBlade. But I know, it's bigger than just a game. It really is a community and friends and camaraderie. So I'm just really thankful to be a part of something like this, because could you imagine if we didn't have this? We would be pretty stinking bored, wouldn't we? I mean, I'm sure some of us would go on to find other little weird hobbies and stuff, but it's just, this is like, it's like a part of us. It's like not something you explain to strangers in a grocery store or something like, oh yeah, I play Planet Zoo. I run a YouTube channel, and I play this little zoo simulation game on my spare time. It's not like that, but it's one of those things where if you know, you know. If you're here, you're here. And I'm really thankful for this weird little like niche hobby community that we have here, And so yeah, I'll let you guys, I know I've been yapping here for like forever, but if you guys want to kind of wrap up with your final thoughts or what you think about this build, I'll stop boring you guys.
Are you saying the real zoo is the friends we made along the way?
Oh God, Paul.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Sassy.
That is the real zoo.
It's the zoo in our hearts.
Yep.
Well, and we play, so many of us, we play all kinds of games together now. Like, the hours we spend together in a week is probably almost ridiculous.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, like I said,
we're
we're
and I sometimes just, live stream together to each other while we're building zoos.
Yeah, and I know you guys, a lot of times you'll throw me up and you'll be building on your stuff on your own. And there'll be 8 of us just sitting here building on stream, just, simultaneously. So it's just a fun freaking hobby. And we can't thank, I know that we rag on Frontier sometimes, and, they have missteps and they hit it out of the park too. But at the end of the day, we kind of have to, wholeheartedly have to thank them for, kind of throwing forth a new version of the games we like to play, whether it be theme parks, zoos, dinosaurs. All the dino nerds are losing their freaking minds over Jurassic World Evolution 2. So I know we can rag on them, but they definitely are a studio that gives us games that we want to play. So I think it's in our best interest that they kind of keep doing as well as they can, because it's going to continue to produce games that we like to play. Like the EAs of the world and the Activisions, they're not making zoo simulators, So it's Frontier, and I'm thankful for them, and I'm thankful for this game to kind of bring all of us nerds together. And it's just a cool hobby, cool thing to be a part of.
And
I
people
would
often
still say fuck Frontier. I would still say that.
Wow, we definitely lost our PG rating. This episode.
That's the PoisonBlade.
He's getting a meerkat now.
That's the PoisonBlade asterisk right there. Except PoisonBlade.
Frontier.
Yeah, look, and look,
does not
he
necessarily reflect the views of Terra.
and he got a meerkat.
I will say the stuffed animal version is better than the one in game.
Oh my God, here we go.
Oh lordy.
They do dig a lot of holes. Like a lot of holes.
I have at least 3 invisible meerkats running through Kayan al-Bashar right now.
Kayan al-Bashar. You didn't roll the R. What the hell, man? It's Kayan al-Bashar.
It's 3 a.m., mate.
I will never love saying a zoo more than Kayan al-Bashar.
Kayan al-Bashar.
Yes, there. You gotta put some respect on that.
And think about the meerkat plushie.
Oh,
Oh man.
Forever
have
have
Leaf-
that over you.
have Leaf send me a plushie.
That's right.
Is this like a Hilton hotel down here?
One.
What is this? This is
It's
cool.
the
Vet
it's
clinic.
Dan creates vet clinic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe you will
And-
get a meerkat.
You guys need like a Terra Nova Hilton. Like, you got to have a place where people can land and stay when they, before they head back or on to more interstellar travel.
I think Silver was nagging, or was it Basic that was nagging on me for like, we need a hotel.
What?
Yeah,
One
we
of
do need
you
a hotel.
two.
Hey, PoisonBlade, we need you to build a hotel.
Yes, we need a hotel.
Thank you.
The list of things Terra Nova needs is still far and plenty. So hopefully the team is still motivated to come in every week and do some awesome stuff and continue the story. But I would agree, right? It's an ever evolving colony and story. I guess we have to give credit where credit's due to the console or the platform that we're doing it with, which is Planet Zoo, of course. But I also just want to recognize the full team. I mean, there's a couple new additions that I didn't really know so well before, but they've been absolutely wonderful to work with in Dan Creates and Bongo Hardwood. An absolute pleasure.
Awesome.
And we have, of course, Niccolas LionRider and Leaf, which are they're amazing creators. We have BZ and Syrrael. So and Zekin, of course, we have a wonderful team and just everyone who watches this and who watches this back as many times as you like, of course, because we love the views and we love the likes. This community that I'm talking about, we're not. I hope we're not too cliquey. Like this is an inclusive group. We're always looking to expand and involve as far as this community and SDan's community and Drew's community. I'm sure I'm obviously speaking for them. Hopefully that what I'm saying is true. But it's not cliquey. It's a community that welcomes everyone, that's respectful and positive. Basically, with open arms. So I am definitely appreciative of that. And of course the Terra Nova team and SDan for you doing a fantastic job this week. And just all of you guys for staying up and doing this recording with SDan is always wonderful, and getting this group together specifically is always a blast because everyone seems to tease everyone else. So
Well, you guys definitely lowered your standards bringing me in, so there's nowhere to go but up from here. So well,
wow.
I guess we could end like that, and I'll go cry.
Yes.
I kind of don't want to give this back to you guys. I want it.
Take whatever you like. I know when we showcased this for Drew's showcase, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, he took a bunch of stuff for his Tatooine.
What a dick!
So it was the condition.
Listen, I think I put it in my contract, SilverFox, that when I'm on an episode, you've reached your limit of mentioning Drew. So.
Oh, I see. Oh, yes, that contract. Yes.
So
I don't know if my assistant gave you back the revised version of that.
He who
My
shall
contract
not
only
be
says that I get an unlimited amount of Canadian bacon. Where's that actually, Silver?
Wow.
Where's my unlimited amount of
Wow.
Canadian bacon?
It's in the mail, man. It's in the freaking mail.
Sure.
Canadian bacon. Ape.
I know, Silver, that you ate it all. That's why you have a fat ass.
What?
Tired.
Okay, we will end this on SilverFox's large ass.
Wow.
No, thank you guys. Thank you guys for letting me come in and do this. And I guess we'll sign off with these nerds or whoever's still left here with us. I hope I'm not insulting too many people in the chat as this is going on. But everybody's like, why does SDan always start off his streams insulting us and calling us nerds and dweebs and dorks? Why do we hang around this guy? But okay, I'll try. I'll try to rein it
I
in.
do much worse.
Yes.
Yeah, just thank you, Stan, so much for coming to guest build. I really appreciate it. I know the entire Terra Nova team really appreciates it, and I would encourage everyone watching this to like the video if you've enjoyed it, and of course subscribe to Stan's channel, and of course the channels of all of our wonderful builders on the Terra Nova team. Of course, that's Bold, PoisonBlade, BasicBuilder, Zekin, Niccolas LionRider, Leaf. We have Bongo,
Leaf.
Hardwood, Dan Creates, BZ, and Syrrael. So,
Dan the man.
so yeah, that's just all for me. I'm sure everyone here wants to say a quick goodbye. And Stan, again, I really appreciate you doing this for us.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks again, and thanks for letting me tag on to your amazing little desert biome there. Bold's going to be the next one to do the roof for you, though. I'm just saying.
Very nice. Bold, are you ready to dome in a North American biome with like doll sheep and stuff and rams and moose?
I'm busy.
Okay, what if I go a little more contained but just taller?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Absolutely not. Bigger is better in Terra Nova. Huh?
I actually
Now
think that SilverFox is gonna build a dome for you.
Please.
Yep.
Now the last parting question though that I have to leave you guys with is, who do I send the invoice to here?
Silver.
Poison.
I mean, I know we're friends and stuff, but business is business, and you guys owe me for about 16 hours worth of work, and I'm not too cheap. So I get it. We'll iron out the wrinkles with that later. So. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get on out of here, and yeah, call me back here in a couple months, and we'll try something new for you nerds.
Thanks, Stan. See you guys.
Thanks, guys. See you next
See ya.
time. Bye.
Please.